Greetings and salutations, and given that you've clicked on this video, you may be vaguely interested in 28mm early Imperial Roman auxiliaries. Yeah, I started reading it, I realised it's a lot to read, really. Just as an aside, on the back of this is a extremely good guide onto how to assemble the things. And trust me, you will need this guide, because you need it. Seriously, it tells you the numbers and body parts to put on each thing. Don't lose this thing. What I did was first, we've got two of these, and I was bored, so I had nothing to do for a bit. So I tried to assemble a few of them.
Instant regret.
And I'd thrown the card away, so I had to go and rummage around and find the box, the spare ones, so I could read them off the back, because I couldn't figure out how to assemble the figures. But anyway, that's by the by. So these are Roman auxiliaries, and Roman auxiliaries are Roman auxiliaries. But I think there was one auxiliary unit to every one regular Imperial Roman unit, and auxiliaries tended to be made up of local troops, although foreign troops were used as auxiliaries, but they were generally very local to the area where it was operating, basically. So these are the auxiliaries. This is the command strip. I have not put one of these together yet. We've got a nice Opito pointy stick.
It's a huge one.
Yeah, and it looks like an Opito pointy stick there as well. So two types of Opito pointy sticks. Then we have an auxiliary banner, which is very nice. And we have all sorts of other stuff. I think these are bear pelts. Yeah, they look like bear pelts to me. Centurion with cloak and a few other bits and bobs. That's a proper Opito hat and helmet, sorry. And we've got two Centurion helmets, which look really good. And that's that. They're pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah.
I like them. I like the extremely showy armour. Very show-offy sort of armour he's wearing. Let's go. So, then we have, manoeuvring, these guys. Now you only get 3 figures on a sprue. Hence the huge amount of sprues you get in the box. And there's the 3 figures. You get 3 types of shield. No, you don't. That's the cavalry. You get 1 type of shield. That's the round shield. You get that very nice spear with a head on it. There, which is just so awesome. Do you like that? It's a spear with a head on top. It's very barbarian-like. Lots of spears, some javelins knocking around, a severed head that you can carry around with you, which is great. Who doesn't like carrying around a severed head? I think it's really to show that the auxiliary tended to be slightly more barbarian than the legionaries. You don't get legionaries walking around with a severed head, do you? That would be something that Johnny Foreigner would do. But the these guys, they're a little bit more vicious. And the best thing is this here. I just love that. This little burning stick. Now you could be using that. I'll show you one here assembled. You could be using that burning stick to light your way during a nighttime patrol. Or you could be using it to set fire to a German village. I'm thinking he's probably using it to set fire to a German village, to be honest, in this particular situation. The troops all come with options to have them wear wolf skin, which is quite cool. And this guy here is wearing wolf skin. In fact, the entire company wears cohort wears wolf skin for these figures, and that's the wolf skin on the back, because they're awesome.
Uh-oh. God damn it.
It means not Zeus, sorry, it'd be Saturn, wouldn't it? Job? No, Saturn. It's going to be Saturn.
Job.
It's not going to be Job, is it? Saturn, for definite. Caligula thought he'd been reincarnated as Job. He got flu, and when he woke up he said, I've been reincarnated as Job. And everyone went, yeah, okay, fine. Because he was Caligula, and he didn't want to disagree with the guy, because he was a bit odd. He was an odd fellow. I think it was Job. I'm sure it was Job. Yes, it was. It was Job. And here's one of the guys with pointy spear, and that's how they look when they're assembled. So that's quite good. I've got a few more. That's all I've got done so far. There's a guy marching. He's quite nice. And these guys are in yellow. Those guys are in black. Because that's the colours I did them in. Actually, this is spare shields I had. So that's the figures. So what do we know? What do we want to say about these guys?
That's a problem, isn't it? Because we already did a Roman Auxiliary.
Yes, you see, we've already covered Roman Auxiliary in our Hail Caesar unboxing. These aren't for Hail Caesar. We've discussed this in another video. These are way too big to be based on Hail Caesar bases, in our opinion. So we use them for skirmish. But yeah, auxiliary or auxiliary.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're using these as Western Auxiliary. Not there's a huge amount of difference for figure. You can paint them as Eastern Auxiliary. Yeah, it doesn't really make any difference. Auxiliary, you know, whatever.
Yes, if you want more detail on it, just go on to over Roman Auxiliary Hail Caesar box.
Yeah.
Unboxing.
And yeah, you can pretty much use them as standard auxiliary troops. I've converted a couple to be Sagittarius, firing bows, which was fun because I had some spare arms with mail on them. So that's it. I don't really see any point going into many more detail with these.
If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think of the early Imperial Roman Auxiliary Infantry. There's a lot of words, isn't there? There's
a lot. That's why I sort of balked on actually reading it all out. So the Victrix 28mm hard plastic multi-pose images. Early Imperial Roman Auxiliary Infantry, Warriors of Antiquity.
24 highly detailed models. VXA.
It's a big title to write down in your list. But these guys are cool, and I've only done a few up so far, so I've only got those to show you, just to give you an idea of how they're assembled. And they're pretty good. I actually like them. They're very highly detailed. And they're nice figures to work with.
You can always rely on Victrix to make highly detailed and highly complicated figures.
Well, yeah, highly detailed, and which arm goes where is what you tend to ask yourself. If you accidentally cut the arms off the sprue and put them in a pile...
Like I do.
Yes. You then say, okay, which of these goes here? And then for 10 minutes you try and find the arm that fits like that. Yeah. It's not as easy as it looks. It really isn't. Right, so that's it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching. Imperator Vespasian out. Right, goodbye. Oh, sorry, did we do?
I've already done it all.
Have you done the?
I've done it.
It's like goodbye from me.
I did that as well.
You did that for me.
You did it the same time.
Goodbye from you. Goodbye.